Hello everyone. Today we are learning a beautiful poem written by Rabindranath Tagore, Madhobi. The young spring flower is in a rush to leave. As soon as it arrives, in a sudden wave of splendor, no, no, cry out the leaves, whispering protest. The Madhobi flower blooms briefly in spring and fades quickly. Its beauty is intense but short-lived. The leaves beg the flower not to leave. They want it to stay longer. The heavens exclaim, "Won't you hurry along? We need you so." But the leaves encircle the blossom and plead, "Do not leave us." The southern breeze blows past and murmurs, "Come with me, little one." The stars call the flower to move on, suggesting a higher calling or destiny. The leaves try to hold the flower back, showing their deep emotional bond. The breeze tempts the flower to journey with it, symbolizing change or death. Away, the infinite blue sinks into the twilight. The night of the full moon recedes. "No time left for us, my dear. No, please no," whisper the dancing leaves as they throng around the disappearing flower. The sky darkens. The time runs out. The moment of parting has come. The leaves moan as the flower fades, unable to stop its departure. Madhobi is a spring flower. The poem talks about a young flower named Madhobi that blooms in spring. It's beautiful, but doesn't stay for long. The leaves want it to stay. The leaves around Madhobi beg it not to leave. They love its presence and don't want to lose it. But the winds call it away. The southern breeze whispers to Madhobi, asking it to move on. The stars also call out, saying they need it. A gentle goodbye. Even though the leaves plead, Madhobi must go. The poem ends with a soft emotional farewell, showing that beauty and youth are short-lived and everything must move forward. Madhobi, the poet introduces a young and much loved Madhobi flower. The flower wants to go just as it arrives. The wind wants to carry the flower away. The stars are awaiting its arrival. But the leaves upon the plant on which the Madhobi grows do not want to let it go and plead with it to stay. It's a touching poem about change, letting go, and the passing nature of life and beauty. Two lines show that Madhobi is a short-lived flower. In the first stanza, the two lines which show that Madhobi flower is a short-lived is in a rush to leave as soon as it arrives. The poem by Rabindranath Tagore tells us about the short life of the flower. The poet pleads them not to leave, but it disappears with the southern breeze. Describe how the flower was at the time it appeared. The words "sudden wave of splendor" describe how the flower was at the time it appeared. When the flower prepares to leave, who urges it to stay? Who wants to have it somewhere else? The leaves urge the flower to stay for a longer period. The stars in the sky want the flowers to be with them. Who tries quietly to take the flowers along? The southern wind comes silently. It tries quietly to take the flower along. Who tries the hardest to have the flowers with them? The leaves, the stars, or the southern breeze? What makes you say this? The leaves try the hardest to have the flowers with them. They repeatedly appeal the flower to not leave them. Where is the size of the flower indicated? Where are we told which season it blooms in? The size of the flower is understood that it is small when the wind calls it little one. It blooms in spring. This is mentioned in the first line of the poem. The speaker sees certain things and imagines others. Here are some examples. What the speaker sees: the beautiful Madhobi flowers, the wave of splendor. What speaker imagines: in a rush to leave. List out other examples of what the speaker sees and what he imagines. What the poet sees: stars in the heaven, leaves encircling the blossom, the infinite blue sinking into the twilight, the night of the full moon receding, dancing leaves, disappearing flower. What the poet imagines: leaves appealing, crying and protesting, stars exclaiming, wind murmuring. Figures of speech: personification. The stars in the heavens exclaim. Stars are given human qualities. They can speak and express need. In a sudden wave of splendor, the flower's blooming is compared to a wave, emphasizing its overwhelming beauty. Imagery. Far away, the infinite blue sinks into the twilight. Vivid visual imagery evokes the setting sun and the passage of time. Apostrophe. Do not leave us. The leaves directly address the flower as if it can hear and respond. Symbolism. Madhobi flower symbolizes youth, beauty, and the fleeting nature of life. Repetition. No, please no. Emphasizing desperation and emotional intensity. Thank you.